And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Take a look at what Clarkson's been doing. He has 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Pierce in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
Got that one up quick. 10 points for Jordan.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Redick with the bucket. Redick's got 10 points in the game.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
And it's Russell missing.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
90 seconds now into the second half. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And what a tremendous game for Jordan. 10 points and also 5 steals.
And we're seeing him at his very best today. Just really a joy to watch.
Well, I know I'm thoroughly enjoying it because he's amazing when he's on top of his game like this.
The Lakers making a switch here. Williams has checked in. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Lakers ball.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Randall with the bucket.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
The Lakers weren't very good at all last season, Clark, and they just didn't have any teeth in their road game.
Well, you know, they shot threes on the road well, Kevin. Top percentage in the league, as a matter of fact. Still, they just couldn't hold on to leads.
Lakers trail by 18. Clarkson dishes to Randall. Stolen by Pierce. Outside Griffin. Now the pass to Pierce. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 3 assists now in this one.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Williams. Bank shot. No good. Clippers leading by 20. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Again, Pierce missing.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Young's checked in for Bryant. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Los Angeles. Brandon Bass is checked in for Los Angeles. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Paul passes to Jordan. Looking for Redick, he gets it there. The baseline jumper goes down. Redick's got 12.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And Bass kicks to Clarkson. Here's Hibbert. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Tries to keep it alive. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Lakers trail by 18. And here we go. And then Young with the jam.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. The dive for the ball. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Here's Stevenson and Hibbert with the block. They get it back. To the inside. Now the Clippers moving it up. Stevenson leading the charge. Offensive rebound. Paul right side. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. And it's 8 points for Chris Paul. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Jordan. Smith comes in for Paul Pierce. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Smith up top. Aldrich dishes to Smith. Misses the jumper.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
That's good from Williams, the assist by Russell.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Finished off the break. Russell's got 11 points.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
Crawford, no luck. And former coach of the year, Byron Scott, now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Kobe's checked in for Los Angeles.
That's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And a little bit of laziness from the defense. And look who's there to throw it down.
Yeah, not the guy who's usually on the end of a dunk like that, but he didn't waste that chance.
I think they'd like to see him attack the rack more often like that, fellas.
Again, the miss by Kobe.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Clippers lead by 14. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. So for the Lakers right now, Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Young. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
Here's Pierce. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
And the wide open shot from Redick. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Redick's got 9 points now in just the second half. Lakers shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Clarkson, the shot is off. Good D by Jordan. Pulls it up. The shot by Redick, no good. Jordan against Randall. And here's Bryant for three. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Redick with the three. A rebound by the Lakers. Hibbert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Randall. And Pierce pulls it down. Pierce has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Now the dish to Jordan. Griffin against Randall. And stolen by Hibbert. Out in his own on the break. Here's Clarkson. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Griffin against Randall. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And, you know, J.J. Redick has shown steady improvement in his game. He entered the league as a spot shooter off the bench. Last season, averaged over 30 minutes a game for the Clippers. He's come a long way.
And Redick has improved every phase of his game over every year, especially in the area of efficiency. Shooting over 47% from the field last year. And Greg, that by far the highest in his career.
Yeah, and his mid-range jumper last year, just automatic. The turnovers per minute averaged also ridiculously low. It even improved as a defender.
Now here's Kobe. Here's Hibbert. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Jordan kicks to Griffin, and he goes in for the dunk.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense, Clark, was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that poster.
Here's Crawford. Roy Hibbert picking up that last basket. And stolen by Hibbert. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Clarkson. Flushes it down to finish the break.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
And stolen by Redick. Outside Griffin. And Hibbert with the block. And up the floor again for the Lakers, running the court. Here's Clarkson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
To the paint, here's Griffin, and he slams it one-handed.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Down low, here's Kobe. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And the Clippers call time here. They're up by 18. 1:57 left in the 4th quarter. Paul's checked in for the Clippers. And the Lakers also making a change. Russell, he's checked in for Williams. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
Outside Griffin. Here's Jordan, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Hibbert gets the bucket. Hibbert's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Jordan. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
The first free throw is good, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Smith comes in for Blake Griffin. Johnson, he's checked in for Pierce. Lance Stevenson subbed in for J.J. Redick. And then for the Lakers, Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Randall. Young is subbed in for Russell.
Last season, the Clippers came away with the 3rd seed out west. They were very tough in conference and managed to get 37 of their 56 wins against Western Conference teams.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the 4th quarter. Tanked in off the glass.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Balanced scoring Clark for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
The Lakers making a switch here. Kelly's checked in. Paul can't get that one to fall.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hand.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
So he comes up empty at the line.
2 shots.
11 seconds left in the 4th. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty